Welcome back, guys, to another video. It's been a while, but as you can see, we are playing Marvel Rivals, and it got me thinking. I was looking at the characters, and I'm like, there should be more characters. So I had thought of characters that could be, should be, or would be fun to add to the game. I'm also going to be doing their skins as well because I also think that characters, like more characters, need skins in the game, especially for existing characters. So the way I'm going to format this video and the videos moving forward is I'm going to be releasing 3 characters at a time: one DPS, one tank, and one healer. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to be saying character skins that um, need to be put into the game for existing characters. I'm also, for each character, I am going to be doing their controls as well. Their controls are going to be based off of the PlayStation because I play PlayStation. But yeah, I'm going to be dropping 3 characters each video with their controls and their skins that should come with. And at the end of the video, I am going to be doing existing character skins that need to be added to the game. I'm doing this because I think that the game, there's hundreds of thousands of characters that the game could be, that the game could use, and it would be fun. I know it's kind of hard to pick some of these characters because some of these characters have the same power sets. Maybe they'll be better as skins rather than some other characters. But with this video and some other videos that you see going through down the line, you'll see that some of these characters need to have their own character player and not just a skin. But without further ado, I am going to go ahead with the first character that I thought should be added to the game. We're going to start off with our first DPS on the list. And I think this is like a 100% he's coming in, maybe 80% he's coming into the game. That is Quicksilver. Obviously, y'all know him, y'all love him. I think he'll be a great add to the game. Um, for his controls, I think it like people are probably gonna ask, well, how are you gonna add him with his speedster ability? Wouldn't that be too OP? Yeah, I think so. But if you add it in some sort of way where he can run normally, but then use his powers as well, he's not just always running like that. He would be a great player to add to the game. His controls, like his R1 that I created for him, his R1's gonna be like a runaway movement ability, like what the thing has, that he can just run away. It's kind of gonna be like that. So he can like move and he can showcase his powers a little bit. His R2 is going to be just like regular punches, probably going to be like a 3 piece, 1, 2, 3. Um, his L1 that I was thinking is probably going to be a fast punches, probably going to have like how Iron Fist does like 20 punches in like 2 seconds or something like that. It's probably going to be something like that. And his all I was thinking it's gonna be like a mix of a like Doctor Strange Psylocke type of thing, where how like Doctor Strange where he like stops time, freezes time or whatever. It's gonna be like that, and then where the Psylocke comes in is there's going to be a circle around him, and if you're in that circle, he's going to run back and forth through you, creating damage and potentially killing you, just like Psylocke. His team up ability obviously is going to be with his sister, the Scarlet Witch. What would that consist of? I'm not sure. Maybe something about imbuing him with chaos magic, and when he runs around, it's chaos magic or something. I don't know. But he would definitely, when he comes into the game, will definitely have a team up ability with his sister. The skins that come into the game, I'm definitely thinking that he's going to have a comic book accurate skin, the light blue and silver bolt on it. That's just the classic look, and I think that's just what you're gonna bring when you like when he starts out. That's just what he's gonna be wearing. and then as like a buyable skin that you can get, the skin that they drop after his release is probably going to be like the Age of Ultron skin, even though it's basically just like a black jumpsuit. They already have movie ones, and this movie one wouldn't be that bad to add, unless you want to add the X-Men Apocalypse one, the one. I mean, it's kind of almost the same thing, but at least it looks more of a super suit than just a tracksuit, in my opinion. But yes, that is what I have for Quicksilver. Again, I think he is a like 80% add to the game. He would be a great addition to the game. Now on to our tank. For our first tank that we have on the list, y'all might have some questions about him. How is he going to differ from another character that's already in? But I think his power set is obviously different, and you can definitely create something different with his power set. And maybe you guys might be thinking already, it is Red Hulk. I mean, like, there's no way you don't add Red Hulk. Red Hulk is like some of y'all might be thinking, hey, he's the same thing as the Hulk. I beg to differ because Red Hulk is like he leaves a fiery trail. He literally radiates heat, and Hulk doesn't. And you can add cool stuff to that in the game. I think that if they add Red Hulk though, they're definitely gonna make him like stay Red Hulk. It's not gonna be like Hulk where he has a human form and like a Hulk personality. So I think that's where you're gonna differ as well. But the power sets that I have, it's a little. I mean, obviously he's a tank. He has to have some type of hard punch. Some type of like hard punch that does a lot of damage or knocks you down. Kind of like the Thing, how he has his hard punch. And then you have regular punches since he is going to be a melee character. And then I think if you're not gonna have Hulk do it, um, I think you have Red Hulk have the Thunderclap as his L1. I think the Thunderclap would be a great addition, and then the Thunderclap would have some type of like knockback or something like that as well. And probably his L2 is probably going to be the shield bubble, like Hulk does as well. Maybe I don't know. Just because it's like obviously they're in the same Hulk family. Maybe they're gonna have some type of similarities in their power sets. So maybe he adds a shield bubble, kind of like what Hulk does. And then obviously for his team up ability, it's gonna be with Hulk. I don't know who else you could add for his team up ability. And I was thinking for his passive. For those of you who don't know what passive is, passive is kind of like what like for Mr. Fantastic, for example, if he gets to 100, then he's able to grow big and he has more health and does more damage. I think for Red Hulk's passive, he builds up hits to 100 and he like sends a fiery shockwave out. And so that kind of just like builds onto the fact that he has like a fiery type of ability, which it differs from Hulk. The skins, obviously, there's only a couple skins that you can pick. There's not really a, a plethora of skins that you could pick for Red Hulk, but the two that I really want to see is the comic accurate one, the Thaddeus Bolt Ross with the mustache on it, where in Hulk form the mustache stays. I don't know. I just think it's funny to look at. And then obviously how he looks like in Cap for Brave New World with Harrison Ford. Um, but yeah, I think Red Hulk would be a great addition. He would be a fun tank to add too, just because he has like extra stuff with like the fire and stuff, and I think you can play around with the fire as well. But yeah, that is all for Red Hulk. Now on to our first healer. For our first healer on the list, um, I just want to say before I say it was really hard to come up with a lot of healers because a lot of the healers that I thought of could easily be like another category, like a DPS or something, or a tank or something like that. But I think the healers that I have so far, I think these are great additions to the game, and I think their power sets too as a healer would be fun. I also realized that a lot healers that exist already in the game, they do heal, but some of them like Cloak and Dagger, or in my opinion, Invisible Woman, you can get like a lot of damage off of them, and they're kind of they're kind of damage based. Meanwhile, like people like Luna or Mantis or something like that, they're like a healing base where like they really like can only do healing and do less of a damage. But and I was thinking about their ult because I was like, yeah, they're a healer. They have to have a healing ult, but they kind of don't as well because Loki doesn't have a healing ult. So and Jeff doesn't have a healing ult as well. So I don't know. If we're going along those lines where you don't have to have a healing ult, but you have to have healing type abilities, then I think these characters are going to be great additions to the game. But without further ado, our first healer that we have is Jubilee, um, X Men. I think this would be a great addition to the game, especially just the way the game has been going, the direction it's going in now with the Hellfire Gala. I think that they're going to start adding X Men more into the game with these next couple of seasons coming up. It's hard to create powers for healers. I only have two things. I have her ult. I think her ult is probably going to be called like a fireworks show or something like that, and it's probably going to resemble one or two things. Probably it's going to be like Hella, where she's like up in the air and shooting down firework balls or something like that, or there's a circle around her and fireworks are flying out doing damage to opponents, but also heals teammates if you're inside of her circle. And then her R2, I'm thinking, is probably going to be some type of firework beam that she launches out that could heal slash damage people, like Cloak and Dagger or Invisible Woman, how they throw their light force or shield force or whatever. I think that's just how that would work for her. But everything else, I don't know. Maybe some type of dodge ability or some type of big firework blast or something. I'm not sure how that would work up as well. Neither with the team up ability. I'm not sure. But for her skins, I think just the comic accurate skin, to be honest, from X Men '97 or the comic. If they're not the same, then have both of them. But if they're the same, then yeah, the comic accurate skin. Maybe like for a variant skin, maybe like an X Men yellow and blue since she's an X Men. But yeah, that's I don't know. But she would be a great addition to the game if she were to ever be added to the game. All right, guys, that was our first three in the series. And since this is the first video, I will be dropping three more. I want to let you guys know that I'm not just like thinking these out of the blue, or like when I think of them, I write them down and then make a video. Like I have been thinking about this for quite some time now. Some of the characters, again, are thought out. Some of them are not. But I've actually thought a little bit about these characters, about who should join. Because again, Marvel has hundreds of thousands of characters that you can add to the game. But again, let's go on to the next three that I have as well on my list. For the next DPS that we have, second one on the list. Um, you gotta have Falcon, right? There's no way. I don't know if it would be the Sam Wilson Falcon or the Joaquin Torres' Falcon. Here's why. Because I think if you're going to add a Sam Wilson Captain America as a player character that you can play, then you add the Joaquin Torres' Falcon. But if you're not going to do that and just have it be like a skin that he could use that you have, and he can't use the shield, then you just use Joaquin. Then you could use regular Sam, and then have Joaquin Torres as a like skin. But I think both of them have the same thing. So regardless, these are going to be the same powers for both of them. For the R1, I was thinking like obviously it's going to be like a flyaway type of character. Like a flyaway, thrust away, whatever, like Star Lord. His R2 is gonna shoot two SMGs that he has again, like Star Lord, because it's gonna be difficult if he could just if all he does is just punch and get up on him. It's gonna be hard. His L1 is going to be Red Wing. an extra shooter on the side, and it will stay active until it is shot down. It's basically gonna kind of be like the penny stuff where you have to like, or the octopus, Namor's octopus. So that I think that would be a great ad as well. And then his L2 is just going to be like a dodge. I don't know if he should be a flying DPS, like a always flying, or a can fly DPS. Because Star Lord is not always flying, but he can fly. He has a button that makes him fly. So that's why I had added the R1 as a fly away, thrust away movement type thing. For his skins, he has quite a few skins. The comic accurate skin I like as well. The old comic accurate red little jumpsuit that he has on, I like that one. But the one from Winter Soldier with just the jetpack, I think is cool as well. That'll be a good movie one if you're gonna add a movie one. Same thing with Civil War when he updated it a little bit. I think that's cool. And then again, if you're not gonna make the Sam Wilson Captain America player character, I think you're going. I think they're going to do the Falcon and the Winter Soldier suit and the Cap 4 Brave New World suit as a skin that he could have, and then they'll just not have the Cap shield be playable at all or be usable. And then you could also do the Walking Torres skin as well with the green if you're going to make the Sam Wilson Captain America player character. But again, even if he's not a player character and it's just Sam Wilson, I think you should just add him and have a different person, honestly, because they're gonna be the same. They're the same skill set and they're gonna have the same powers. It's just two different people as Falcon. I think that would be a cool thing as well that they could do. Not every Falcon in the multiverse is gonna look the same. So that's why I think that they should like add a Walking Torres because like his voice lines could be like in my world I was the Falcon or something like that, and they have the same exact powers. But that's what I have for our second DPS Falcon. Now on to our second tank. For our second tank on the list, this character I haven't thought of a lot, but I do think that she's definitely going to be in the game. I'm pretty sure she. You guys have heard that she has been put in game files or something like that. It is Captain Marvel. And I just think she's a tank because, I mean, just from the movie itself, from Endgame, she took a hit from Thanos like it was nothing. So I just think that right there just solidifies that she's an automatic tank. I don't know what her powers are going to be at all, what her controls are going to be. The only thing I can think of is for her ult is like some going binary type of thing like Scarlet Witch, and it's like she just explodes energy like Scarlet Witch. If you're in the area, you get caught and you're dead. But again, I'm not sure. Probably some type of hard punch in there because she's a tank. Gotta have some type of hard punch. Is she gonna be the first flying tank that they add? I don't know. She can fly, so I don't know. Maybe that's too OP, maybe not. But I definitely think that she will be added to the game. For her skins, I think you add a comic accurate skin. And then, I mean, you could add the Captain Marvel 1 skin, like the Marvel movie, Captain Marvel. Or you can add the Marvel skin. I think you add the Marvel's skin. It's more, like, poppy, and I think it just looks better. But that is all for our tank. Now on to our healer. And for our last character of the video, our second healer. You know her. You love her. Another X-Men. It is Jean motherfucking Grey. Now this one, I know what y'all thinking. Does she have the Phoenix Force? Does she not have the Phoenix Force? She definitely has the Phoenix Force. And I know what the second thought you're thinking as well is, well, if she has the Phoenix Force, wouldn't she be a tank? And I was thinking the same thing as well. But then again, Phoenix is like it's a rebirth of something. That's why I kind of put her as a healer because her ult could kind of be like we could have another resurrection person that could resurrect people, like Adam Warlock, and you just like you're reborn and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, that's definitely her ult, and I think it's just gonna be called like the Rising Phoenix or something like that. And then she like is able to bring back people from the dead. But she's also a flying healer. Again, this is the first flying healer that I said. Again, this is what is going to help these people that are up in the air a lot. Uh, yeah, I think flying healers would be a great decision to add because I've been getting a lot of complaints from my Iron Mans or from my Human Torches that no one is getting him from up in the air. But we can't reach you, but they can't come down because if they come down, then they get damaged. So I just think that if you have flying healers at least, it's gonna help a lot. So then the flying healers can help the flyers, and the ground healers can help the ground people. Again, I don't know what her controls are gonna be. Um, but I definitely think she would be a great addition to the game. And as well as for skins, I think a comic accurate skin would be nice. By comic accurate, I mean just like I'm pretty sure she has a yellow and blue X Men one that comic accurate, but also I think her Marvel Girl suit would also look nice. Um, I think that suit would just look good with the mask and everything. I think it would just be a perfect ad. I also think her Phoenix suit, the black, is gonna look good as well because obviously if she's gonna be Phoenix, she's gonna need that suit as well. And then, not to be that person, but if you're going to have skins like Malice or skins with Emma Frost like that, you gotta have Goblin Queen. I'm sorry, there's no other skin that you're gonna need other than that skin. And maybe I'm going in a little too in, but yeah, Goblin Queen is definitely an add to the game. But those are all of the characters that I have thought of. Again, I'm going to be dropping these videos. I'm going to be dropping a DPS, a tank, and a healer in each of these videos. I'm going to be dropping what their controls would be and their skins. But if y'all stayed to the end of the video, thank you. If y'all remember what I said in the beginning, I said I was going to be dropping skins for existing players as well. Existing Marvel Rival characters like Spider-Man, Black Panther, so on and so forth. Because there's not a lot of skins in the game, and I think that there should be more skins in the game. I think more characters should have more skins. Like Mr. Fantastic only has like 3 other skins. So I just think these additions would be nice to see in the game as well. But yeah, I'm gonna start off with our first one. It is a Spider-Man skin, but I want to see the Ben Riley Scarlet Spider skin. I think the one with the blue hoodie is really cool. That's one of my favorite Spider-Man suits ever. Um, but yeah, I just think it looks so slick, and I think in the game they will make it look really nice, and it'll really the red and blue will really pop out. The Wolverine. This is a Wolverine skin that I'm about to say right now. I think we should see the Weapon X test subject one. The one that you see with the metal thing on his head when he escapes Alkali Lake. I think that one just looks so tough. And then this one is going to be a Cap skin. Why don't we have a Captain Hydra? Come on now. We need a Captain Hydra. If you're going to have a Ronin skin, then let's have a Captain Hydra. So, Captain Hydra for Captain America. If you guys stayed to the end of the video, again, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Be sure to pay attention to these videos and comment down below what other characters should be added to the game or what skins should other characters have that already exist in the game. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!